Yeah. Hello, my people, my beautiful and handsome viewers. Welcome to my platform, Timo Starboy Reality Talk TV. I greet you at your location time. Yeah, I greet you. Happy Monday. This is new week, so it will meet us well. I just want to say something, about all this katakata that is going on between Yoruba and Igbo, Indigenous Biafra, all this ethnic bigoting. I just like to say that Yoruba people, they are not your problem. They are not your problem. I have a proof that will prove to you, because inside inside Igbo community, there is a enemy. There is an enemy there. So that is your own problem. That is the problem you need to tackle first. Because they say if somebody that is not insider, if he cannot attack you, outsider cannot have a power to attack you. I get you understand what I mean. Insider, inside house, if he cannot attack you, if it is not your enemy, outsider can never be your enemy. He can never attack you. He can never, know your weak point. It is only informer from insider that can give. So people like all this Asari Dokubo. So I will play you his video, what he said 10 years ago and what he said now. You will know the differences. You will know that this man is a typical of your problem and is your enemy. It is the one you need to tackle. A people like this, so they are still remain in your community. Those people you need to fetch out, to single-handed out, to tackle. This is your problem. This is the mice, the mice that is eating you, and blowing you the hair. It's hitting you in the body and blowing you a fresh air. You know what I mean? So they are the mice inside your house. They are the mice inside your house that is eating your leg, is eating your body, and is blowing you a fresh air. So all those people, you need to tackle them. It is not Yoruba. Yoruba is not your problem. I will never be your problem. Because what you want is what we want. Yoruba nation. What Indigenous Biafra want is what Yoruba nation want. So we can never be the obstacle to your way. You can never be the stumbler to your way. You know what I mean? So don't ever be seeing us as an enemy. Anywhere you seeing us, anywhere you meet us, don't ever be thinking that we are your enemy. We are the obstacle in your way. It is insider. It is your people. There are so many these enemies inside you people, in your midst, in your community. It might be your brother, it might be your uncle, it might be your anywhere, in that your community. You must fetch them out before you can solve your problem. That is what I mean. So I just came out to do this show, to clarify things, to make things know, to differentiate things. Because the way you people are thinking, the way you people, you are taking it as if Yoruba is your problem, So Yoruba will never be your problem, because what you are fighting for is what we are fighting for as well. So how can we be your problem when we are fighting for the same goal? We want freedom. We want freedom. We want the place to break up, We want them to break the country into maybe 3 segments, or 3 anywhere, or 4, or wherever, or 6. In as much as we break up, we disintegrate the country. So we want this country to be disintegrated from what these white people, they join us together, they amalgamate us together. It's supposed not to happen. This is a nightmare, It's supposed not to happen. This marriage is supposed not to happen, because we don't belong to each other. We don't have the same culture. We don't have the same language. We are not behaving the same way. So our thinking is not the same way, you know. We might be a friend, we might be a friend, you know, we might be a friend in any conjunction, but not that we are the same family with the same father and mother, you know, or the same flesh and blood, you know. So we are different totally. So don't ever think in your own thinking, you know, that Yoruba is your enemy, you know. Just take that out of your senses, you know, take it out of your memory, that Yoruba will be your enemy, will be obstacle to your way, will never block your way. We are doing our own one side, and we understand you too, we respect you too. As you are doing your own, you are fighting your own freedom, but the people they are blocking your way is your people. I used to say it so many times without number. I used to say it is your people. It is your people living together. They are sabotaging your effort. Your people are sabotaging your effort. So go and check it out. So anyone that you can eliminate from your people, from those people they are saboteur, you know, you do it. Do that homework for yourself. We cannot do it for you, and no outsider can do it for you. Only you people can eliminate them. You can eradicate them. Anyone that you know they are betrayer, you know, there are so many betrayer in all families. Even in Yoruba land, there is betrayer, a lot of them. So the same goal is what we are fighting. We want them to disintegrate that Nigeria. So that is what we are fighting for. We are fighting for our freedom, you know, and it can never change until we receive that our freedom. You know, we have to receive our freedom through our agitating, through our fighting. We want to liberate our people to the normal sector, normal area, not this Nigeria. Nigeria has been contaminated, you know, that has been spoiled for a long time. So it is marriage that has so many red flag. It has so many red flag. So we cannot fight Igbo. Igbo is our brother, you know. It's our the same thinking, you know. We are in the same goal. So we cannot be saying that Yoruba is your problem, is your this thing. It is people like Asari Doku. I repeat it, Asari Dokubo. You know the guy, that Ijo guy, or where I don't know where he come from. You know, maybe Port Harcourt or Delta. He may be coming from anywhere. I don't know where his village is, but he is the one. He is the one particularly now that we fetch his face out, that we knew, and another people they are still insider. So it is those people you need to tackle. It is those people. If you don't tackle those people, you never solve your problem. Your problem can never be solved unless you tackle those insider, that they are giving information to the outsider. So thank you, my brother. Thank you, Charles Chris. So you are welcome to the platform. So we are just analyzing and, you know, make everything to be clear. Don't be fighting Yoruba people. Don't be fighting Yoruba indigenous anywhere you see them. You know, you need to shake them. You need to embrace, you know, hug them, because we are fighting for the same goal. You know, the same thing we are fighting for: freedom, for the liberation of our people. And our youth, they should stand up and fight this fight. So I will play this video to you now to know this man, Asari Dokubo, is not a truthful man. It's not somebody that you should be following. It's not a good fellow, you know. This man has been contaminated through what is a gullible man, through what he wanted to, maybe he has taken a bribe, I don't know, or maybe he has taken something, or he's doing it for purpose. I don't care. But due to this video, that you will learn something from this man, that this man is a dirty man and is a dirty player. It's never be a freedom fighter. It's never be. is only working for his own pocket, for his own mouth and his own carcass. So that is why he's going up and down. You can't trust him. It's a deadly weapon, you know. It's a deadly snake. Deadly. I put it that way. So let me play you the video. Yeah, let me play. The video is here. So this is evidence. Evidence to prove. So you will see what went down on the man interview. I think there's somebody who interviewed him, and he granted that interview, and he was saying a lot of jargons, a lot of nonsense things that human being cannot say through his mouth. So this kind of people is deadly people, and they are not good in society. So that is your number one problem. That is your number one enemy. I'm talking to indigenous Biafra people. So they should know where to fight their enemy and to fetch them out. It is not in Yoruba land. We have nothing against you people. We have nothing. We have nothing against you people. We are fighting the same cause. You know, we are fighting the same cause. So I just want you to know that. I want to clear on that, you know. So your mindset should not be, it should not be into Yoruba agitators, you know. You should not be into Yoruba agitators, that they are your enemy or they are the one obstacle to your way. So we are not. That they are your enemy or they are the... Sorry. Okay. Okay, let me play you now. Let me play you the video. I just doing something on the phone now. So, okay now. This is the video. So I on my my Bluetooth is on. So let's hear from Mr. Traitor. Let's hear from what Asari Dokubo have to say.
Announce my citizens of the John nation.
Now, would it be right for people to say that you are an
I defeated them.
At what point did you not take arms against your country?
No, not my country. Nigeria is not my country. I am a...
You hear? Nigeria is not my country. 10 years ago, he has said that. He said that in 10 years ago. Now, he's fighting for Nigeria that he said is not his country. So you can know the word of traitor there. You can know the word of traitor. I'm just analyzing this thing to you, to just open your eyes, to know who to fight, to know who is your enemy. You can hear that. I will repeat it. This man is a deadly. You need to tackle him and know how to get rid of him.
Defeated them.
At what point did you not take arms against your country?
No, not my country. Nigeria is not my country. I am an Igbo man.
This is the man.
I have never chosen, chosen to renounce my citizens of the John nation.
Now, would it be right for people to say that you are an unpatriotic individual if you deny the country you belong to? The John is a constituent of the Nigerian nation.
No. That's not true, my brother.
Hello, my brilliant family. I greet you all.
Sorry.
Good people of
This
Nigeria.
one,
Krimani, we had KYA, we had several organizations. We decided to meet at Akasa.
I borrowed the video from somebody, so I'm sorry about that.
The Ijo Youth Council after the Kayama Declaration. The Ijo Youth Council started with a collegiate leadership. We held our first election on the 12th of June 1999 at the Kalawari town of Abonima, where an executive council was elected. Felix Todolo became president, I became vice president, I later became deputy president, and I later became president.
Then at what point did the issue of taking arms come in?
The arms struggle has been the tradition of Igbo people. It is inbuilt in us.
Please listen.
Because if you read the Igbo history, a lot of Nigerians, those who call themselves Nigerians, read falsified history. they distort history. They embellish their history. The Jaws were the only people in Africa that fought the British and defeated the British. No other people in this part of Africa. The Ashantis fought, other people fought, but it was only the Jaws that fought. The Akasa battle, when the Royal Niger Company was given concessionary right by the British Crown, far away Britain, to usurp Ijaw sovereignty. King Koko of Neme rose and attacked the invaders at Akasa and defeated them.
At what point did you not take arms against your country?
No, not my country. Nigeria is not my country. I am an Ijaw man. I have never chosen to renounce my citizens of the Ijaw nation.
No, would it be right for people to say then you are an unpatriotic individual if you deny the country you belong to? Ijaw is a constituent of the Nigerian nation.
No. That's not true, my brother. Allow me to give you the historical antecedent. Nations are built by people, not by force. The Ijaw nation were made up of different city-states. King Jaja of Opopo fought against the British. He was stripped and taken to Virgin Island. There are so many Ijaw kings. King Ibanujuka of Okrika did the same thing. He was taken to Calabar and put in prison. King Pepo of Bonny was deported to Great Britain. He went to England. He was in London. So Ijaw kings resisted. Ijaw elites resisted the imposition of British rule. In 1923, the Ijaw people, the Oyi River chiefs and people, sent a delegation to London to fight and complain against the imposition of colonial rule on Ijaw people in 1922.
So your grasp is the imposition of the colonial rule?
Yes. They went, not only that, no, let's show historical and clear historical fact what the Jaws have done to clearly demonstrate that they are not Nigerian.
Sorry, are you speaking for the Ijaw nation or are you speaking for yourself?
As a former president of the Ijaw Youth Council, which was the premier organization of the Ijaw people, elected by Ijaw people, I have an authority to speak for the generality of what the Ijaw people believe. And these are historical, they are documented here and abroad.
But as of now, you do not have the mandate to speak for them. I'm saying this because I want to bring up something that is Al-Hadi Mujahid speaking for himself, that he is not...
Excuse me, I am giving historical facts. So you build on these historical facts to draw your conclusion whether I'm speaking for the Ijaw people or not. These are historical facts. You can go to your history books and search. Make the relevant searches. In 1923, a delegation was sent to the colonial office to demand by the Ijaw people that they never surrender their sovereignty to Great Britain. What the Ijaw kingdoms of New Calabar, Grand Bonny, Nembe Brass did was to sign treaties with the British Crown. They never ceded their sovereignty to Britain, like, for example, Lagos ceded a sovereignty to Britain. The Sokoto Caliphate was defeated. Sultan Atairu was killed by the British. Arochukwu was defeated in 1903. Benin was defeated in 18-something. All these kingdoms were defeated. And in Abeokuta, look, Nigerians don't know their history, and they don't. People hold the history of our people. Do you know that Abeokuta was not, the Egba Federation was not part of Nigeria until 1923, after the amalgamation?
The state in Nigeria called Biafra, is it dominated by Ijaws or not?
When you ask this question, excuse me.
Just answer my question.
No. It cannot be black and white. there was white apartheid rule in South Africa. Does it make
The
Mandela?
state in Bielsa, is it dominated by
It is an occupied Ijaw territory by the Nigerian state. The Nigerian state is occupying Bielsa, which they call a battle stand, which they created for administrative convenience to administer people.
So the pipeline vandalization, is it a way of getting attention of the Nigerian state?
Nobody is getting any attention of Nigerian state. Nobody. If some people are doing that, okay.
But your people did that in the Niger Delta.
Not my people. There are different groups. In every struggle, there are revolutionaries and counter-revolutionaries.
The group you benefited from, are they the revolutionaries or the counter-revolutionaries?
The wealth of the people belongs to them. And they have the right to take their wealth in any way and use it in any way they want.
Under the laws of the land.
Which law?
The laws of
the apartheid law of the Nigerian state that gives somebody from Madugri oil well in Ukube, that gives somebody from Sokoto oil well in Po, that he should come to Ogoni land and take the oil of Ogoni people.
You seem to be against the knowledge of the commonwealth of the people.
What is commonwealth, my brother?
What is owned by everyone?
How can it be whole? What is the relationship between me and a German and an Hausa man? What is the relationship between me and a German and an Igbo man?
And it's doing
what brings us together? How are we related?
It has become a growing trend in Africa. You have insurgencies everywhere, in Mali, in Somalia, in every part of Africa. Do you subscribe to this insurgents group rising up, becoming terrorists and groups?
My dear brother, I don't know what you mean by terrorists. That in the 18th something, some European merchants sat down in Berlin and balkanized Africa as if we were meat to be sold after they slaughter a cow. They balkanized Africa, and it is very shameful for you to accept that Europeans sat in Berlin in a conference they called the Berlin Conference and start to balkanize Africa. And now said, listen to me please, this is where we get it wrong, that you accept an evil. These Europeans balkanized Africa and decided that Africa, some people should become Belgium territory, some people should become British territory, some people should become German territory, some people should become Portuguese territory, Spanish territory. This is an evil. Why did it not take place in Europe? Why did they not balkanize Europe for themselves? Why should it be Africa? Why should it be South America? Why should it be Asia? This is racial supremacist sitting down. This is apartheid. And this is the root of the problem. Because when you take a Tuareg who is not under the Mali Empire or the Songhai Empire and say he's a Malian, Peter Toshobo Mali said, how can you call me a name that is not my name? Or in the Bible, by the rivers of Babylon, where we sat down, and there we wail when we remember Zion. That we are compelled to speak a language. For the wicked, carrying us away captivity, required from our song. How can we sing the Lord God's song in a strange land?
Klaji, let me still go back to this issue of the insurgency in Africa. I asked a question.
Yes.
The Tuareg in Mali, the other parts of Africa where you have terrorist groups springing up, insurgents groups springing up.
Yes.
In Nigeria where you have insurgents springing up, Boko Haram.
Yes.
You said you subscribe to activities.
As long as it is for the purpose of self-determination, which is the inalienable right of all people, according to the UN Declaration of People's Rights. It's an inalienable right of all people. The African Declaration of People's Rights clearly states that every human being has the right to self-determination.
Yeah.
And that should be done.
You know this one.
In respect of the rights to life of other people.
There is no way, when Nigeria has a military that says an Ijaw man should not be an Ijaw man. He should become Wazobia. That my child cannot speak Ijaw again. That Nigeria recognizes 4 languages. English, Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba. They call it Wazobia. That means an Ijaw man has no right to speak my language. When the UN, through our agencies, is struggling to preserve all languages in Nigeria.
This is what I'm talking about in my platform. You can see.
The Constitution of Nigeria is trying to extinguish languages they consider not national.
Why can't you see there's a problem somewhere?
We need to cancel it in our life.
People of like minds with you subscribe to this insurgents group that they have a right to self-determination. Don't you think that the African
the slave trade must be abolished totally?
It is greed.
Because it's still existing.
There are nations in this world that are less than 20,000 people.
We need to abolish it.
In the Caribbean.
We need to abolish
it. Less than 20,000. If Ogoni people says, we the Ogoni people have decided to be an Ogoni nation, nobody has the right to tell them to become Nigerians.
Let me try and understand your position. Now, over time, there was this struggle in the Niger Delta in Nigeria, and there was this issue of amnesty granted to the Niger Deltans, to the militants. Amnesty granted.
But that question is not meant for me because I'm not a militant. I'm not a recipient.
To your kinsmen, they were granted amnesty.
So if somebody, my kinsman is an armed
this man is denying.
And you benefited from it?
How?
The man is denying,
and my kinsman is pardoned.
You can see the traitor.
Me too, I am pardoned. If the government, after sentencing my kinsman, who is an armed robber, to death, decide now to pardon him, so you now come to me and say, because I am an Ijaw man, and Ijaw man is an armed robber, he has been pardoned, so me too have been granted pardon from armed robbery. A group of people were bribed with money that the government wants Ijaw oil to flow, want the Chekri oil to flow, want Orobo oil to flow, want Igbo oil to flow. And all of a sudden, they decided, why don't we bribe them part of the money? And they bribe them. Because first, there is no law in Nigeria that gives power to Yaradua to grant anybody a pardon who has not been convicted in any court of law.
The president has right to grant amnesty.
It cannot. It's wrong. It's illegal. It is fraudulent. There is nothing called amnesty. We went to court. We took the Nigerian state to court. That the Nigerian government does not have the right to...
In what capacity did you take?
I took the Nigerian government to court because I came from an area where Yaradua sat down in Abuja and decided that he's going to grant pardon to some people. So I went to court for the court to interpret whether me, Alhaji Mujahid Dokbasare Alawe Diabale of the Kingdom of Calabar is also included in that is award. And the court refused to sit. We have been compelling the court to sit, to interpret, because there is no law. The law is very clear. Government can give pardon to people who have been convicted. Or what they do, if I have a case, like me, I have a treason on my head in court. The treason charges are still on my head. What the government do is to put nolli prosecute, to stop prosecuting me. These are the only two ways government can clear somebody of crimes. But what Yaradua did is outside the law. But Nigeria creates law where there is no law.
Okay, now we'll go on break now, and when we come back, we'll still be talking about the issue of the petroleum industry.
So that is it. That is it. This video, that is it for you. I will play on. So, please, I want to play another video. What happened in the court? I think Saturday. On Saturday, yeah, because I got it on Sunday. Yeah. I think Saturday evening, so I couldn't make a program. So, and this is my time to come on show. So that's why I want to play you what took place at the tribunal court, election tribunal court. So pardon me for that. So I think the both party, that is LP and PDP, they have closed their case I think they closed their case that Saturday. So what took place? Let's hear from the court, the lawyer, from one of their lawyer. So I will play it to you now. Let me play it. Okay, I'm still looking for the. So they close the. Okay. I think the video is. I find the video before, but why is it not playing? Okay.
The People's Democratic Party and its candidate, Atiku Abubakar, have closed their case at the Presidential Election Petitions Court after calling its 27th witness.
Yeah,
the witness, Mike Enahoro Eba, who is a legal practitioner, presented a certified copy of a judgment from a U.S. court forfeiting the assets of Bola Tinubu. The witness also tendered academic records from Chicago University, a copy of the subpoena served on the Chicago University, the original academic records, and a degree certificate. I came empty-handed. No, I was loaded without. Also tendered before the court was the original admission letter and original transcript from Southwest College of the school Tinubu was said to have attended, with the records carrying the female gender. An extract of Tinubu's Guinean passport and the certificate of compliance was also tendered. Also tendered and admitted by the court were the NYSC discharge certificate and Mobile Nigeria Oil PLC certificate of service. The petitioners, in their evidence in chief, submitted that the documents were purportedly obtained by Tinubu but bore the name Bola Adekunle Tinubu. The witness also tendered forms EC13 and EC9 nomination forms and the letters written to the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) as attachments. Counsel to INEC, Abubakar Mahmoud, Tinubu, Emmanuel Ukala, and the APC, Latif Fagbemi, all objected to the admissibility of the documents. During the cross-examination, the witness said he is not the official custodian of Tinubu's Chicago University certificate, but that it was given to him by the custodian of the university. On whether the witness had confirmed from the Guinean embassy if Tinubu had renounced his Guinean citizenship, the witness responded that he didn't need to because the president of Guinea, Alpha Condé, through a publication, confirmed that Tinubu was issued a passport. He said the passport expired in 2020, but citizenship doesn't expire. INEC is expected to open its case on the 3rd of July.
So, like they said, INEC is going to open their case alongside with APC. So this is what we are waiting for now, So to round up the program, so I will thank you so much for watching. Yeah, thank you for your time. Yeah, God will bless you. God will always bless you and be with your family. So thank you, viewers. Thank you so much. Please, if you are a new person in my own program, please subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube and my Facebook. Timo Starboy Channel Blogs on Facebook. On YouTube, Timo Starboy Channel Reality Talk TV. Timo Starboy Reality Talk TV. So thank you so much. Thank you. God will bless you. In Jesus' name I pray. Have a wonderful day. Bye. Bye-bye. Love you all.